All right, y'all. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 15 easy lead magnets. Let me move this over. Oh no, I can't move it over. Anyway, it says magnet right under recording. So in this particular slide right here, we have a resume template and we have a 7-day email list checklist that you can use as a lead magnet. So if you are unfamiliar, a lead magnet is basically what you use in exchange for someone's email address, right? So if I'm trying to build my email list, I'm going to give you something for free that I can then get your email address from, and I can add you to my email list and you can become a member of whatever service that I have. So in this particular video, I'm going to show you all of the different 15 rather, different ways that you can get someone's email address and give them something very valuable in exchange. All right. So the first one we're going to talk about is the 500 digital product ideas. So this is just a list of 500 digital product ideas that I came up with, and I put them into different templates so that it looks very presentable. At the bottom, it says never run out of profitable digital product ideas, and you can use these ideas to create and sell digital products. If you have an audience who is interested in selling digital products like I do, you're able to use this as a lead magnet and get their email address, because who wants to sit around and think of digital product ideas when I've already done that hard work for you? So a person who is looking to sell digital products, they're definitely going to be interested in downloading something like this because they don't have to do the legwork up front. Okay, so the next lead magnet I have is a 7-day launch blueprint. And this basically just is like a blueprint of how someone can go from zero to actually launching, right? A digital product. All of these are about digital products, all these lead magnets. But yeah, so here you follow a simple step-by-step plan and you'll be able to launch your digital product in 7 days. So in this particular lead magnet, I go through day by day what you need to be doing. There's a checklist inside. It's just like a step-by-step blueprint of what you need to be doing in order to launch. So this is really great for anyone who maybe they already got that 500 digital product idea lead magnet. Maybe now they want to take it a step further and actually build out that product. So this 7-day launch blueprint will show them how to do so. Because you already got their email list, email address for the 500 digital product ideas, you don't necessarily need it again, but it could be a different customer, right, who's interested. So this is just a great way to talk to someone who may already have an idea, but they don't know how to go about launching and implementing. Okay, now here we have the 90 days of social media content. And I just want to say, it could be for different people. It doesn't have to be the exact same person. 9 times out of 10, if you're going to run ads or you're going to do content on YouTube, you will have many, many different people who come across your product. So the same person who downloads the 500 digital product ideas is not going to be the same person who would download the 90 days of social media content 9 times out of 10. Now, it could be, but it probably won't. So in this particular lead magnet, I lay out 90 full days of social media content. Everything that I'm doing in the lead magnet is to make it easier for the person who is going to download it. So I'm just trying to do that first step of work for them to make it easier for them to create their product, to make it easier for them to launch their product, to make it easier for them to sell. That's the whole point of them sharing their information with me, is if I make something that is worth their while and I make something that is easier for them. What can I do to take a little bit of the pressure of making a product? Maybe they have a full-time job. Maybe they're a mom. Maybe they're a dad. I don't know, but life is already difficult enough. If I can create something that will make it easier for them, then they'll give me that email address in exchange and perhaps be a customer of mine down the line. Okay, so the next one I have is 1500 Etsy listing templates. This is a really great one. And here I basically created a bunch of templates where someone can just drag and drop. So if you have Canva, all you do is you have some pictures. You can just drag and drop those pictures into where it says headline here or daily posts. And it makes it very quick and very easy for someone to upload these templates onto Etsy. You can also use these templates for Pinterest as well, but specifically people that are trying to really showcase their products on Etsy, these are really great templates to utilize. So yeah, this is a lead magnet for someone who's looking to have an easier transition, have an easier process when they are building their Etsy store. They want to be able to have Etsy shop that looks very nice, and everything on Etsy is very visual. So having templates that are already made, that all they have to do is drag and drop their images, is perfect. Okay, so this one is a digital course workbook template. So it's fully editable, and it is just a workbook that you can already drag and drop your pictures once again, and you're able to just upload this workbook and you can start selling it right away on a platform like Samcart, which is what I use, Squarespace, whatever platform that you use to make your sales, you can use it there. So all you do is pretty much just like take the template, you download it into Canva, and you fill in all the information. Now, when you download it, and even if you zoom into the picture, you'll see that it has like that Latin text. That's just because that's what we did to show you where you're able to edit the text and where you're able to edit the picture. So obviously you wouldn't keep the text that we have. You would cater it and make it specific to your niche and to your product. But instead of having to start from a blank slate, right, on Canva, here you already have the design elements, you already have the call to actions, you already have the images if you would like to keep those, you already have the headings, the subheadings, you have all of those things that are already done. So this is perfect for someone who's looking to create a digital course workbook, but they don't necessarily know where to begin. Okay, here we have some editable Canva pin templates, okay? And these are really awesome because you can just edit the text and upload, right? So they're all about like boss business babes, and you can promote your products or basically sell whatever you want, but they're already ready to go. So they already have the text, they already have the subheadings, they already have everything there. So this is great for someone who wants to grow on Pinterest and doesn't really want to have like the standard, I think it's 1,000 by 1,500 or 1080 by 1,500 pin. Now, these are going to be the correct height and width, but they are going to be a little bit different and stand out for sure. So if you're a person who is ready to grow on Pinterest and you want to have standout pins, this will be a great lead magnet for you. Once again, I'm making it easier for the customer. I'm making it easier for them to get on and get started on Pinterest. I'm making it easier for them to stand out. That is the whole point of a lead magnet. A lead magnet is not to make it more difficult. Years ago, when I started looking at lead magnets, it would be like 30 pages. Sometimes they do 100 pages. And it was just a lot, that you would have to go through. And you end up not even going through the whole lead magnet. So you gave your email address because you had a hope, right? And you were interested in whatever that they were selling, but you didn't actually utilize it. So with these lead magnets that I'm presenting, they are short, to the point, and they have an actionable goal. We know in this particular case, the goal is for you to get on Pinterest very fast, to just edit and tweak a couple of the wordage, and then you're up and running instead of having to go through hundreds and hundreds of pages of information. Moving on. All right, so here we have an ADHD life planner. This is a really good seller for me as well, but this is basically like a 141 page guide for individuals that have ADHD, and they are able to basically stay organized and more productive, right, with these types of planners. So this is great for individuals who either are selling to a customer base of individuals with ADHD who are looking for a planner, or for an individual who may have ADHD themselves and they're looking to just stay more focused. All right, and this is one of my favorites, which is a branding planner. So, this branding planner basically is something that I use when I teach how to master Facebook, because in order to master Facebook, you really need to master your ads. And in order to really master the ads, you need to know who you're selling to. So, when you have your branding planner, you're really able to nail down and pinpoint who your customer is exactly. And you're able to say, okay, well, I'm specifically looking for this type of person, to coach or to buy my products. But you have to go through all those steps first. Because if you just go into Facebook and you say, okay, well, pick my audience. No, 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 no. Or use suggested audience. No, that's not going to work. We need to know exactly who we're talking to and why we're talking to them. So if you use a branding plan, and you're able to really pinpoint exactly who your audience is and what your brand is going to stand for and what it is that you do better than anybody else and who exactly is looking for that. So this is a great lead magnet for an individual who maybe does want to master those Facebook ads, or who does want to look at their brand and really pinpoint exactly what their target product is going to be, or who their target audience is going to be. Okay, so this one is a money mindset planner, which I like. I think that growing your income is a lot of just your mindset, and trying to look at things in different perspectives. So this money mindset planner is great because you have like a journal and you're able to track, your goals here, and just like it says, transform your money mindset and track your financial progress. So this will be for someone who may not be very good with money, or who may be having money struggles and they want a change. And that's where it all begins, right? If you want a change. So this will be a great lead magnet for that person. And this is also something that they can resell. All right, here we have a done for you Canva crash course. And this particular course just gives you the basics of Canva, how to edit, how to change your text, how to use different colors, how to upload images. Very, very basic stuff, but it matters. And it's such an easy tool to use, and it can be so efficient. Every picture that you've seen here is done in Canva, as well as this presentation. So it's a tool that I use all the time. I do have the paid version, but you can do so much with the free version as well. So this would be a great lead magnet for someone who is interested in learning how to utilize Canva in the free and paid version. All right, and then we have the Pinterest Growth Planner. This is awesome for individuals who are, once again, trying to utilize Pinterest so that they can increase their traffic to your website or to whatever product that you are promoting. And in this planner, we have a bunch of different tools that you can use. You can break down your pins, you can break down your audience, you can break down your days. You see right here every day what you're going to be pinning. So I really love this planner, and this is a great lead magnet, once again, for someone who is looking to increase their traffic using Pinterest. All right, and then we have the lead magnet for Generate 100K this year action plan. So this is just going to be for someone maybe who's just getting started selling digital products, or even on YouTube, or whatever it is that they're doing, but they want to just set out an action plan for a specific product where they can generate 100K using that particular product. So this is a great lead magnet that a person could use, so that they can literally lay out everything and then have actionable steps and goals that they can follow, and a clear roadmap of what they need to be doing, instead of just trying to go with the flow, because it doesn't always work, right? And I mean, even when you lay out your roadmap, that doesn't always work either, but at least you have a framework, right? You have a guideline of which you can go by. And that way you're able to say, okay, well, this worked, this didn't work, and make tweaks along the way, because things are always going to change. It's never going to be straight and narrow. All right, and this is another one that I have for people who are interested in like print on demand. If you want to start a print on demand business, in this particular lead magnet, I give you step by steps of how to launch and grow a profitable print on demand business. So, once again, this is making it easier. Right, for someone. I'm not trying to make anything harder. I'm not trying to add additional work. I'm trying to ease you into the product. I'm making it so easy for you that all you have to do is read what I'm telling you and follow the exact steps that are already mentioned. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, it's already there. So, this will be a great lead magnet for someone who wants to start a print on demand and learn step by step how to launch and grow. All right, and then the last one is the digital product planner. So here, it's very strategy focused, as with all the products, really. But this is great for someone who wants to organize, plan, and launch their digital product. And here you can see, you can like see in the back here your brand's niche. On this side, you are basically going through like the day by days and going through like the different aspects of the brand. So this is really an awesome lead magnet for people that really want to get into their brand and get into the digital product and really figure out, okay, my brand is X, Y, and Z. I'm making a product specific to X, Y, and Z, and making a plan to sell that product based on what the brand needs and based on their pain points and how the product can be positioned as a solution. So, okay.